Alright, Shalawam. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostle elders of Greatmillstone that taught me this truth. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there just pushing this word and all sincere and truth, man. Shalawam, man. It's the brother Amawan from the GMS Charlotte camp. And I was wanted to come up with this lesson because in our reality, the nation of Israel, who is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all are the true Israelite that the Bible speaks of. Y'all trust in oppression, man. Y'all were content with being slaves, with having the so-called white man, the other nations, boots on y'all neck, man. Y'all content with being on the bottom, man. When in all actuality, we're a royal people. We're not meant to be in an oppressed state, man. We're meant to be ruling these nations. But because of our iniquities that we committed against the Lord, that we're in this low state we're in, man. All you gotta do is read the curses of Deuteronomy 28:15-68, and you'll understand why our people are in the state they in, man. But my main point I want to get into is because our people are content with being slaves, man. They're content with being on the bottom, man. They don't want nothing to do with the Lord because they're content with Esau being over them. Right? So I just want to go into that. Got a couple of scriptures, and then I'm gonna just expound on this, man. So this is Isaiah 30, and I'm gonna start at verse 9, which says, "This is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord," and that's our people to our T, mainly the 2/3 of our people, man. Because 2/3 of our people are rebellious, and that word rebellious means that y'all are warned against the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. Because though the law, statutes, and commandments that are in this book was meant to govern us as a people, as a nation, man. And through us falling away, our people have become accustomed to this heathenistic lifestyle that we grew up in America, and refuse to do away with this and go and come back to the Lord, man. So that our people are very rebellious, man. It's always been like that ever since our people got led out of the Red Sea, man. It's countless accounts to show that our people are rebellious, man. Okay, it says that they're lying children, because that Drake's always scheming on how to get over on somebody, how to just finesse, man. Our people are liars, man, and they learn from the best liar, which is the so-called white man. He's the father of lies, man. All right. It says children that will not hear the law of the Lord, and our people don't want to hear the law of the Lord, man. They don't want nothing to do with Yahawashi, man, because they rather live in darkness in this messed up society, man. Okay, they don't want nothing to do with the laws of the Lord, man, because they rather be on that path of death, man. They in that YOLO spirit where, I only live one time, man, so I'm gonna just do whatever my flesh tells me to do, man, and that's totally off, man. So Yahawashi didn't make us to live in that type of lifestyle, man. All right, verse 10, which says to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, man. And that's what our people love to hear, man, is smooth things and deceits, man, that stay in that comfort zone. Because if they really wanted to know Yahawashi, then that brings a lot of uncomfortability to our people, because they know they had to give up the things that they have in this world, man, and they don't want to do that. That's why they rather stay rebellious and continue to stay in their wickedness in this world, man. All right, Jake, in order for you to come back to the Yahawashi, you have to forsake all the things that you grew up doing in the world, man. You doing these drugs, man, committing adultery, serving these idols. Jake doesn't want to give up these things, man. Forsaking your money, your friends, your family, pretty much forsaking the whole world, man. Jake doesn't want to do any of these things, man, because they're content with having this, man. when in all actuality the things that you have are nothing, man. As the scriptures tell you that the whole world is vain, man. It's vanity. So our people don't understand that, man. That's why they're never happy, because they know deep down that this oppression is terrible, man. Well, because they're getting by, barely getting by. You know, they just feel like this is it, man. They think this is how life is supposed to be when it's not, man. So they've totally given up on Yahawashi, and they rather just, you know, stay content with having the so-called white man Esau over them, and him giving them crumbs while he hoards the whole world to himself, man. And while he destroys it, man. Okay. So they rather hear about the prosperity than the doom and gloom and everything that comes with the scriptures. When it is actual prosperity in the scriptures, but that's later on, man. That's in the kingdom of heaven. And the times that we're living in right now, we're in that coming into that storm, man. Drake want to embrace the rainbow, but don't want to go through the storm first, man. And that's totally backwards. Because in order for you to enjoy something good, something bad has to happen first, man. And that's the times we're entering into, and our people don't want to hear that. They rather just get told the good things and just run from the bad times, man. Like, that's just not gonna happen when that's totally off, man. Okay. Cause see the thing is with our people, man, the nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all love being oppressed, man. Y'all love going to work, working a 9 to 5 or a 12-hour shift, barely getting paid, you know, living paycheck to paycheck, coming home, you know, paying all your bills and being broke. Y'all think this is life, man. They're content with this, man. When, like I said, that's not how the Lord made us to be, man. Okay, I'm gonna get this real quick to show you what the Lord he made us to be, man. This is Revelations 1 and 6. It says, and have, matter of fact, hold on, let me get it. Let me get it in my actual scriptures, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. This is Revelations 1 and 6, and it says, and have made us kings and priests unto Yahawah Yahawashi, and his Father, to him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Right, so we're meant to be a nation of kings and priests, man. Kings and priests aren't meant to work, are meant to be ruled over, because we're the rulers, man. Alright, so our people totally neglect that thing, because, you know, Jay always like to say, you know, how we're gods and all that, which is true. The scriptures tell you, Psalms 82 and 6, I believe. I'm gonna pull that real quick, because the scriptures, they don't lie. The scriptures do say that, man. Yahawah said that too, man. Psalms 82 and 6, which reads, I have said ye are gods, and all you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Right, so the Lord said that we are gods. We're gods with the lowercase g, man. We're powers. We're you know, it's the Most High, but He has us as the powers, man. We're the gods over this earth, man. So with that being said, we're not meant to be ruled over, man. We're not meant to be oppressed and be on the bottom, but we're in this state because we went off against the Heavenly Father, man. We transgressed the law, statutes, and commandments, and therefore the Lord had to punish us and put these nations over us, like it tells you in the curses, man. Deuteronomy 28 verses 15 through 68 give you the blueprint of why our people are in this state that we're in right now, man. Okay, so our people don't realize the magnitude of what's going on, man. Y'all rather stay in this oppressed state and just be in this sorry state, man, having a so-called white man over yourself, man, when you are better than him, man. Okay. Right, so Jake doesn't, they don't understand that the so-called white man is below them, man. So they're content of being a homeborn slave, which I'm gonna get that. This is It's Jeremiah 2:14, which reads, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" Right, it says, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? And the answer is no, because I just read the scripture said that the nation of Israel is supposed to be a nation of kings and priests, man. We're not meant to be slaves unto these other nations, because they're meant to be our slaves, man. Because like I said, we're the real rulers of the earth, man. These other nations don't know how to govern the earth correctly, man, because they don't they weren't given the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, so they don't know the real ways of the Lord and how to govern the world. And it says, why is he spoiled? Why are we destroyed, man? We're destroyed because we disobeyed Bahasham Yahawashi. we transgressed against the laws, started serving these other gods, following in the ways of the heathen. And the Lord jacked us up. That's why he put these other nations over us, man. And our people have continued to try to, make it in this place, because once we gained so-called freedom, Jake was given an opportunity to so-called better itself or whatever, man. They try to do the ways that they see so-called white men do, and try to get up in the world, man. Which it's all a trap at the end of the day, man. Because Esau's only gonna let you get up as far as he wants you to get up, man. And so it's all in the benefit of him, though, man. If he can use you, then he's gonna use you to his gain. And then once you're done, once you're up to no use of him anymore, he's gonna get rid of you, man. That's the catch, man. Okay, I can get that in the scriptures too, man. This is Ciroc 3 and 4. It says, "If thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee." Right. So if you have something that the so-called white man can gain from you, and the prime example of that is these so-called celebrities, man. Your athletes, your entertainers, such as your actors and musicians and all that. He has platforms for these jakes to sell out and do the so-called white man's bidding. And at the same time, they have to push his agenda, man. That's why you see these jakes push this homosexual agenda. They push these satanic rituals and their music and then the everyday doings. Having commit blood sacrifices, doing all types of abominable acts, man. They do these type of things to get out of these low positions that they are in. But at the same time, you haven't made it anywhere else in life, because at the end of the day, you still oppressed, man. You're still a slave, because as time and time again it gets proven, once Jake tries to do something for himself, trying to step out and be a so-called a rebel, Esau comes right back in and puts you back down in your place to remind you that you ain't going nowhere that he doesn't want you to be, man. You can't do nothing without him, man. And that's time and time again, man. You've seen that with countless celebrities, man. The main one I can think of at the top of my head is Bill Cosby, man. You see how he did. Michael Jackson. These dudes try to wiggle themselves out from under the so-called white man, and what happened? He pretty much destroyed their careers, man. Colin Kaepernick, there's countless names, man. It shows you that Esau always gonna remind you of what your place is, and your place is a slave, man. And then on this side, man, because the so-called white man is in the power seat right now. Okay. It says, "If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear, and will not be sorry for it." Right. So once he used you enough up for your purpose, man, he's gonna get rid of you, man. You see these with these athletes, man. These athletes will go and make Esau all this money, and then once like say he has a career-ending injury, he has no longer use for that player, man. He gets cut, he gets released from the team, and hey, they go find somebody new that can take his place, man. And hopefully have a bigger impact than what he did, man. That's all what they're looking for, is that next in factor to bring him in that guap, man. Okay? It says, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. So like I said, man, Esau is a parasite. He's a leech, man. He's gonna suck you dry till there's no more use for you, and he's gonna toss you aside like a used up tissue or something, man. Okay, so you Jakes is always gonna be reminded that, hey, man, so-called white man is gonna have you in this low state until Yahawashi takes him out of power, man. So there's no getting around that. No matter how much you try to, go out and do whatever you try to do to so-called make it. There's no such thing as making it in America, man. Because at the end of the day, you're still a slave, man. You mess up, Esau come with his judicial system and lock you away, man. Look how they did Meek Mill, man. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. You still want to be reminded time in and time out again that you are a homeborn slave. I mean, it's like you are a slave, man. Esau knows who you are. So-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. Esau knows who we are, man. Okay? And he's going to do to the best of his ability to keep us in this low state that we're at, man. That's why they poison us like they do through the food, water, and the air. Keep us in these terrible living conditions all while, because it's all plans to keep us low, man. All right. Excuse me, man. Fucking allergies, bro. Real quick, Salaki. Alright, so the thing is with our people, we can't envy the ways of how Esau is making it in this place, man, because at the end of the day, this is his rulership. So he got to where he is in this society by being the conniving devil he was, man, or he is, man. Lying, tricking these people, manipulating these people, murdering these people. And Jake sees these type of things, and they try to emulate it and to get to that next level. And in the end, it's gonna bite you in the ass, man, because the Lord sees all that. He's gonna judge you for continue to bask in wickedness, man. So we're not supposed to envy this damn devil, man. Which I'm gonna get that. This is Proverbs 3:31, which reads, "Envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways." So we're not supposed to envy the so-called white man and his so-called riches, man. We don't want nothing to do with that. If you're in that right state of mind, if especially if you're in this truth and you know everything that you gotta do to get to that point, man. We don't want no parts of none of that, man, because it's all corrupt and wicked at the same time, man. So we know the ways of getting so-called making it in America. You gotta sell out. Get popped by one of these damn devils, man. They sacrifice somebody close to you, whether it be your family or a close friend. You gotta do something wicked, man. And at the end of the day, it's not worth it to do that. Ultimately, it's not worth it because you forsaken Yahawashi to conform to Esau's society, man. That's why we're not supposed to envy the oppressor, man. We ain't got nothing to envy with Esau. Why are you gonna envy Esau for, man? He's the basis of men, man. He's vile, man. He's corrupt. We're better than that, man. Hey, our people, we have a form of decorum. If you go and research our history, man, we're royal people, man. We supposed to abide ourselves in a holy way, man. The way our people act now, man, there was no way that our forefathers back in the ancient world would have let most of these damn niggas live, man. You will see these people get put to death left and right because they're totally off, man. They're wicked, man. Okay, and at the end of the day, it's all one motive, and that motive is to make it, to have this money, to have this so-called power. Because you know Jake's MO, you know, like the brother Bayon said at camp, is to have that money, power, and respect, man. And you're not gonna get that on this side, man. Because for one, this money isn't real money. No, this money is this FRNs is nothing but a debt note, man. It's monopoly money. It's not even real. It's not backed by anything, man. And so you're not rich, even if you have a so-called $1,000. You like Floyd Mayweather, Michael Jordan, LeBron, all these niggas. They're not rich. They seem rich because they have the monetary means of how to make it right now. But when this society collapses, they're gonna be back broke just like everybody else is, man. Unless they get that mark of the beast, you know, the RFID chip. And even if you still do that, you still gonna be broke, man. Because Esau can turn that thing off, and you be stuck, just like a average Jake at that. So it's no means of you having no money. You don't have no power, because Yahawashi has us in this low state. So we don't have any power on this side, man. And we damn sure don't have no respect, because look, no nation respects us. Because look at our people, man. Our people don't even deserve respect with all the stuff that we're into, man. The nation of Israel is the biggest faggots on the earth. They're the most demonic people on the earth besides the so-called white man. Because look how he uses them to promote his wickedness, man. We're just clowns. Jake, all these different colors, hairs, these tight clothes. They all homosexuals, man. They're just monkeys, man. There's no reason for none of these nations to respect us. Even the Israelite man don't even got respect from his own from the woman, man. So there's none of that. So Jake that does these things, man, to get to this point, you know, you failed, man. Because at the end of the day, you're still a slave, and it's gonna stay that point until Yahawah he redeems us, man. Okay. So I'm gonna get this, because this is the reason why people commit these abominable acts and try to escape this oppression, man, which they fail miserably at. This is 1 Timothy 6:10, which reads, For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through many sorrows. Right? It's for the love of money is what causes our people to go off and try to conform to the ways of Esau's system, to try to so-called make it. That's why they sell out. It's all for the love of them, the love of the money, man. You know, and like I said, this money that we see at this present time right now, man, it's not even real money. They say we live in a debt-based system, so our people run to that to think that that's the root for them to find rest and still be in that even in worse shape, man. Because all of these celebrities that went and done these and sold out, man, they're not happy. They're the most miserable people that we see, man. Just because they try to emulate that they're happy through when you see them in the media, you know, when you see them on TV and in their music videos or whatever. But behind closed doors, man, they are totally miserable, man, because they know the things they've done to get to that point, and they know that they're not happy. That's why they're all doped up on these different drugs, you know, all bugged out, because they know deep down that they in their spirit that they messed up, man. They know that they weren't supposed to do the things they did, because at the end of the day, our people are still spiritual. You know, most of them are still spiritual, and so they know that their conscience is eating them alive, man. That's why they have to escape reality by doing all these drugs and all this, man. Because like I said, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, man. That many sorrows, they are miserable, man, because they know the things they had somebody pop them. They killed their best friend, killed their parents, killed somebody close to them, man. done abominable things like eat feces, drink blood, animal blood, child sacrifice, man. Whatever so-called white man has them do, man. And they feel guilty. They feel guilty about it afterwards, man. But you know, they continually try to chase that bag, man, and puts them further and further in the hole with Yahawashi, man. This is Isaiah 30:1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Right? Because the thing with our people take covering in everything outside of Yahawashi, man. They trust in the so-called white man. They trust in his government. They trust in their money. They trust in their belongings. They trust in everything under the sun except for Yahawashi, man. And so that's why the Lord says, man, woe to the rebellious children. And that word woe means death and destruction, man. Because it says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, because they take counsel, but not of Yahawashi, because they put their trust in everything else under the sun except for the Lord, man. Right? It says that walk down to Egypt. It's like it says they add sin upon sin, because the more Jake has to do to get up in the society, is the wickeder it is, man. So they're adding sin upon sin, man. You know, Jake in the hood, man, trying to get out. So that's what they turn to drug dealing. They turn to robbing and stealing and killing. They're doing everything that they can to try to make it when so-called white man has you in that situation. That's why they put guns in the hood, man. That's why they put drugs in the hood, man. They put all these different avenues down there for you to keep you in that low state, man. It's all by design, man. That's why they call it the trap, man, because it is a trap, man. And you niggas is continually falling into that trap. That's why Jay always getting knocked and get put away. They get out of jail. You know, now they're a convicted felon. They can't get a job, man, because most jobs don't hire felons. You know, and they end up having to resort back to the same thing they was doing that got them locked up in the first place, because they can't find a job. Or you got Jake that has child support. You know, and they pretty much taking the majority of your check away, or they may even garnish your whole check. And then, you know, you can't pay the child support, so they end up taking your driver's license away. You can't get to the job, you lose the job, and with no means of transportation or income. What Esau does is he'll send you right back to jail, man. So it's a trap, man. And that's why they call it a system. And when you look up that word system, it means a pit, because it's all by design of why the so-called white man has everything like it is, man. And that's why the Lord says, hey, woe to you that are rebellious, man, and don't take the covering of him, man. Because hey, if you trust in the Lord, you're not gonna be caught up in none of that, man. Because the Lord's gonna take care of you. And that's what our people don't understand. That's why they're destroyed like they are, man. Because they try to go unto everything else except the Lord, man. They only want to acknowledge the Lord when they're either in a dire situation or on their deathbed, man. And by that time it's too late. But the Lord had it with you, man. So he's gonna let whatever happened to you happen to you. Okay? I'm gonna read it again. It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and not have asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the spirit, in the strength of Pharaoh, and trust in the shadow of Egypt, right? And that's what our people do. Clearly, they trust in the strength of Pharaoh, which the modern day Pharaoh is Esau, the so-called white man, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, which is the system, man. It's the American government, you know, this system. Our people have full trust in it, man. We actually got Jake that voted for Donald Trump to think that Trump was going to bring back the goodness of this country. What was the slogan? That he's going to make America great again. You actually got Jake that fully bought that bull crap, man. and true wholeheartedly believe that Trump is the answer to fix the problem that's going on in America. When you totally see that he wants nothing to do with you tribes, man. He speaks openly every day on like a pretty much like a F you to you tribes, man. So it's a shame that you people still trust in this place, man. Hey, our people get shot down every day, man. You see, hey, when Obama was in office, that was the worst. That we saw people get killed by any other president in office, man. Hey, it was almost every day you hear about another Jake that got gunned down in the street, man, and the cops got paid vacations and GoFundMe accounts to kill niggas, man. When I say niggas, I mean all the tribes, man. Cause hey, you so-called Latinos and Native Americans get shot down and killed just like niggas do, man. So y'all, the whole 12 tribes is niggas, man. Right? They all trust in the so-called white man. You got a bunch of coons and Uncle Tomahawks and Spicks, man, that love this place, man. All right? That's gonna be y'all downfall in that day, man. Because the Lord said that all them that trust in this place, in this system, man, you gonna die a horrible death, man. You gonna go down along with this place, man. Okay. It says, verse 3, and here's the kicker. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust of shadow be your and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Right. So when this place goes down and you see the so-called white man go out of power, hey, y'all gonna be totally out of just like he is, man. Y'all gonna be through in that day, man. All the people that trusted in the so-called white man in this system, when you see this place fall, y'all gonna be all bugged out, not knowing what to do because y'all refuse to come back to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, when he's telling you that he's gonna take care of you if you trust and fear him, man. All right. Simple. You niggas is real simple, man. Hey, the Lord doesn't ask you for much. Hey, just what's so hard about giving up this world, man? You see, this world has nothing to offer us, anyways, man. All right. This is Isaiah 62:10. Salaki. Psalm 62:10. Salaki. It reads, trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Right. It says, trust not in oppression. So we're not supposed to trust in Esau and his system, man. Because it's all trickery. It's all trap, man. So we're not supposed to trust in this place, man. It says, and become not vain in robbery. You know, it says, if riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Right. You know, if riches increase, you're not supposed to put your heart and soul into this money, man. Because like I said, in the end of the day, this money is gonna be done away with, man. You see, the economy is through, man. Hey, it's set to crash any day, man. Because the elites are all they have to do is indicate that they're ready for this place to go, and it's gonna go, man. So you know, the Lord may bless you with a little bit of paper or something, man. But you're not supposed to put your whole spirit into it, though, man. Hey, do what you gotta do with it, and keep it moving. Let's say use the world, but don't abuse the world, man. All right. You know, that's the thing with these celebrities. These celebrities give their whole soul over to Esau to get these worldly things. Then when they finally get it, they don't know what to do with it, man. They end up blowing it, or they just bug out with it, man. That shows you that that's not the right way to go about that, because ultimately the Lord wasn't with them to give them that, man. Hey, like that Kendrick Lamar song, he said, thought his money is God playing a joke on me, and really it is, because look what he had to do to get up there. I'm pretty sure he had to do some type of blood sacrifice, or he got bent over or something, which ultimately sealed your fate of being destroyed, because you gave your spirit over to Esau, man, over to Satan, Salaki, who works for who employs Esau, man, because they're the seed of Satan, right? So it's all a big ha on you niggas that did that, because y'all at the end of the day y'all gonna be destroyed along with them riches, man. Because everything in this place is gonna be done away with. Okay. This is Psalms 29. This is how we're supposed to be, man. This is Psalms 29 and 25. Slacky. I think I read it wrong. Slacky, bear with me real quick. This is Proverbs 29 and 25, which says, "The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe." Right. The fear of man bringeth a snare, right? Because you people at the end of the day, y'all fear Esau because ultimately y'all believe that Esau is y'all God, man. So whatever Esau goes, or whatever Esau says goes, man. So y'all gonna be caught up in that snare, man. You know, because you don't ultimately believe that Yahawashi is going to redeem you, man. Because the nation of Israel, hey, the Lord is going to redeem us, all right? So we have to remember that. But if you fear man, hey, it says the fear of man bringeth a snare. It's a trap. And it's like I said, man, all Esau's ways is a trap, man. Because they don't fear, they fear Esau, man. They don't fear the Lord. Because they feared the Lord, they wouldn't sell out. They wouldn't do the things they do, man. All right, but it says, whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe. Right, and we put our trust in the Lord, man. And you see, we're good, man. Hey, the Lord always takes care of His, man. The scriptures tell you, hey, what? Roughly paraphrasing. You know, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna quote it. I'm gonna just get it. It's always a way out with the Lord. He's always going to take care of His. This is Ciroc 2 and 10. "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken? Or whom did He ever despise that called upon Him?" And the answer is nobody. Nobody that ever trusted in the Lord was confounded. And He always answered their prayers, man, because you have to have faith to even believe in the Lord, man. And if you fear the so-called white man, that means you don't have faith in the Lord, man. So we know through our faith that Yahawah is going to keep us safe, man. Okay? And it's always proved that, man. Alright? This is Psalms 119 and 8. Which reads, it's a lot, man. My handwriting is terrible. I'm trying to put both of these on here. Salakia. Psalms 118 and 8, which reads, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." Right, it's better to trust in the Lord than to put your confidence in man, because man is going to let you down every time. All right? Because, you know, man, say, especially Esau. Esau is a liar. He's a conniver. It's always an ulterior motive for whatever promises that he give you, man. So, you know, we don't trust in none of the words of man. Even of the circumcision, man, because you got niggas like Nate Satan and General Yahawashi, you know, the dude from GOCC, Rakar, and all of Sakari, all these bootleg camp leaders. Hey, they feeding the people lies too, man. So we don't trust it, man. We trust in the Lord. We put our trust in the Lord, man, because the Lord's he's not gonna confound or forsake us, man. But man always will, and it's always been like that since the beginning of time, man. Right? One more scripture. I'm gonna close it out. This is Proverbs 3 and 5, which reads, 3 and 5, Slacky. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Right, so we trust in the Lord with everything, man. Even though we in this captivity, the Lord always provides our daily needs for us, man. We've never been without when it came to the Lord, man. Now you know times get rough in this oppression, man. But we all know at the end of the day, it's the Lord running us through that fire, man. Trying to see where your integrity at, man. Is you gonna hold strong, or you gonna fold, man? And most of Jake, they can't hold tight. And when it comes to this oppression, man, they're ready for that quick exit. Hey, I need to get out, man. What do I need to do, man? And that's gonna be Jake's downfall, man. You know, you so ready to sell out to Esau. You're gonna be ready to face judgment, man, whatever that may be, man. You know, the famine, the pestilence, you know, by the sword or the ICBM missiles, man. Hey, whatever the Lord has fit for you, you know, since you took that that gift from Esau, hey, you're gonna have to face that judgment, man. All right, I'm gonna get this last one and I'm gonna close it out. This is Isaiah 30:12. It says, Wherefore thus said the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Right, Jake trusted in this oppression. He trusted in the so-called white man. He trusted in this in the ways of the world. All right, they don't want to hear nothing about Yahawashi. They don't want to serve Yahawashi. They don't even want to acknowledge Yahawashi, because they rather go to Esau, man. All right, it says, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant, and he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall be not so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a sherd to take fire from the hearth, or to take water without or the pit. So you putting your trust in this devil and his ways, man. Hey, you gonna be broken with this system. You gonna fall right along with America, man. And all the things that you put over the Yahawashi, your money, your materialistic things, your idols, you know, women, whatever it was that Esau enticed you with to sell out to him. Hey, it's all gonna be done away with in America. And when America is done away with, man, it's not gonna be any remnant of that. And all your riches and all this that you people wanted so bad on this side is gonna be done away right along with America, man. So we gotta get right with the Lord, man. The Lord is the only thing that's gonna keep us sane in this oppressing, man. He's gonna give us what we need to sustain ourselves in this oppression, man. Not Esau, because Esau is gonna give you something that's gonna require you to go against your Yahawashi, man. So you gotta decide where you're gonna put your faith at, man. But the elect's gonna put their faith in Yahawashi. So with that, I hope that was edifying. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostle elders of Greatmillstone, man, and peace to the elect, man. Shalawam.